Hi everyone, and welcome to another Digimon review. I thought it would be fitting to go from the complete selection Digivice to the reissued 15th anniversary Digivice V-Pet. This review will cover its basic features and functions and what it's improved over the original Digital Monster V-Pets, the improvements that the 15th anniversary version did, and a couple of the lost features that the original versions had. The original Digital Monsters V-Pet was more like the old Tamagotchis that Bandai had released, battle, training, eating, pooping, cleaning up after it had all that. The Digivice was an improvement over those functions, plus it's based off all the stuff that was done roughly in the series. The Digivice V-Pet was originally released in two versions. Version 1 featured the partner Digimon and several of the main villains, mostly focused on the first two arcs of the series. So Tailmon wasn't included, but it includes a few of the Dark Master villains like Mugendermon and Metalgarurumon. Version 2 updates the map layout to follow the series more closely, including Tailmon, Wizardmon, Vondaemon, and Piamon as new bosses. It also gave you the ability to have the villain Digimon as partners. The 15th anniversary releases combined most of version 1 and 2 together. Later between and at the end of the Tri-movies, two additional versions of the Digivice were released. The Wargreymon and Metalgarurumon Digivices, which are Taichi and Yamato's Digivices in their warp-activated colors. It's easy to get confused. And the final release, Digivice Version Complete. The warp colors include special evolution stages for Agumon and Gabumon. If you have Wargreymon's version, you get Skullgreymon and Black Wargreymon. If you have Metalgarurumon's version, you get Wargreymon Black and Metalgarurumon Black. These special Digivices are the first time they integrate the show's evolution sequences into the V-Pet. Both sets also get Meikumon as a partner. These versions do lose Vidramon as a partner, getting replaced with Zubamon. With version complete, it comes with additional Digimon stages, both Kizuna versions of Agumon and Gabumon, and Merciful mode of Omegamon. However, even though it's called complete, this Digivice does not come with every Digimon made through all the versions released to this point. So to really own every Digimon, you would need to get version 1 and 2, War or Metal's Digivice, and Digivice version complete. The Digivice has 3 maps with varying areas depending on which Digivice edition you have. They stay roughly the same, just with changes to the order of Digimon you fight. Each one is mostly based off the arcs through Season 1. The 15th anniversary releases also contain the bonus internet area based off the Our War game movie fighting Diablomon as the final boss. The complete edition contains 2 additional areas based off the Tri and Last Evolution Kizuna films, where you fight the Digimon featured through the 7 films, such as Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode, May Crackmon Vicious Mode, and Ophanimon Fall Down Mode. So let me start off breaking down the toy. Now when you initially start off the toy, choose your Digimon. You get the choice of the original Digimon, and you would simply go through the search throughout the game, and you eventually find the other ones. And of course, you can unlock their different levels over time, plus find additional Digimon. So it basically functions like standard V-Pet. You go through, battle, maintenance. As you unlock the areas, you would go through the map and you can choose your locations where you can send your Digimon. In the Digivice, unlike the original Digimon things, we go for DP, which is basically the battle points for the Digimon, which allow it to evolve, fight higher Digimon. As you unlock the V-Pets, you can cycle through Gomamon, Piamon, etc., etc., etc. Now, I really wanted the Japanese version for a couple of reasons. A lot of the in-game features were reprogrammed in the US version, as well as the screen was shrinking. But the US version lost 2 key features: the help wave system, where the actual antennas on Season 1 and 2's Digivices do things for the game, and also the internal memory. I remember I had the Season 2 D3 of the US version, and if your battery died or you had to replace it for whatever reason, you'd lose your progress. The Japanese versions had internal memory where if you unplugged it or turned it off or whatever, it would store it and you could continue on whatever you want. So the way the Digivice works is that you pick your Digimon at the start and you basically simply have it walk. You can either have it on your belt and you move around for it to walk, or you manually shake it like this. The main goal is to find the other Digimon from Season 1 and of course additional Digimon, and unlocking various areas, and we fight different monsters and battles through them. Now on the menu, when we encounter a boss fight, you have several options. In this case with Tailmon, I don't have Angelwoman unlocked, so I'm going to be selecting, I'll switch to Agumon. It loosely follows the show, but we do fight various monsters that we've seen throughout the series, and of course, we locate the Digimon through the help wave system. The way the help wave system is that over time, as you walk with the Digivice and you eventually fight and battle monsters, over time you'll have random encounters, and this is where we locate Gomamon, Piomon, Tailmon. What you have to do in this one, you actually use the antennas on either the D3 or the original Digivice, and you put it next to like high EM fields, meaning like if there's like a TV on, a radio on, or you're near a plug outlet that's being used to actually increase the power bar. And eventually when you get locked on, you press the left and right buttons on here quickly, and then eventually you'll do a location battle and then capture the missing Digimon. That's basically the main functions, and you simply slowly over time unlock the other evolutions and battle all the bosses, and you can rotate throughout the game over and over and over again. What are the improvements that the 15th anniversary Digivice? This is basically a combination of both Digivice version 1 and Digivice version 2. So the reissue include additional stuff, Omegamon, and of course the most important ones is the ultimate stages of all the Digimon. In the original release, no one can go past their perfect stages, so all we had was Metalgarurumon, so we got Wargreymon, Metalgarurumon, Rosemon, Vikemon, etc., etc. The one thing I did hate though is that while they added all these nice evolution stages, they basically completed what was missing in the show, they did remove a couple of Digimon, and it was mainly the villains from the show. In version 2, they had Devimon, Edamon, Vandemon, and Piedmon, basically the main villains from each of the main arcs from the show. It's very strange that they took them out, because like they included so many different things from like Omegamon, for example, and the other ones like Vidramon, Huckmon, Jessmon, etc., etc. Now, what about the original releases? Is the 15th anniversary Digivice still compatible with the digital V Pet from '97, the D3 from 2001, the Digimon Analyzer from 1999, and the D Terminal from 2001? I'm happy to say that yes, all the original stuff is still compatible with it. So if you hook up with the 1999 Digivice, the original Digimon V-Pets, the Digimon Bedlam Pets, all its features and functions still work. Even if you say like wanted to use like Omegamon or whatnot, it still works because the Digimon battle system was very basic and it just read simple data so that they could still link up and combine. And also even the more complicated stuff like the Digimon Analyzer and the D Terminal. Now the newer Digimon that were added into it, they don't really do anything, but they don't bring functionality. Overall, I always liked the Digimon V-Pets because they expanded on like all the main features from the original Digimon V-Pets and the Digimon Pendulum Pets as well. But the original Digimon V-Pets were very simple because you could really only do, basic training, fight and battle, and it was kind of like a simple, win and draw situation. So I was glad that the Digivices expanded on it. Granted, it doesn't really follow the show exactly, but it was pretty close to what the show did. One positive I will give the US releases is that they actually released all the Digivices in all the crest activated colors. So if you were a Sora fan, you can get the red one. If you were a Mimi fan, Koshiro fan, Joe fan, etc., etc., you got the choice as well. The Japanese ones were restricted to only 4 colors. As for the Digivices matching the show, the only real function that was from the show that's in the Digivice is the internal clock. Other than that, the Digimon really don't do anything. We don't really see the crests show up in the mini games when they evolve. So overall, if you were a big Digimon fan or you just wanted the Digivices, you can pick out any of them. I do recommend the Japanese versions mainly because they have all the missing functions, the proper screen size, and of course the internal memory to keep your progress saved. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. If you like my content, you can hit the big red subscribe button below, as well as double click the bell for notifications, and stick around for future Digimon videos coming soon.